Is there any reason why you picked this dish?
Oh, I kind of made it up as I went. So we're gonna be doing a warm salad of black cod and spring and summer vegetables. I think I love the poaching aspect of this fish because it's really soft and rich and buttery, and the texture's just wonderful. I like to salt my fish about an hour before I poach it. This way the salt has a chance to penetrate. And then I melt the duck fat about 110 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. The tricky part of this is that you have heat coming from the bottom, so you want to be careful to keep the heat very low. This way you don't cook the fish too much from the bottom. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll use a thermometer to make sure the temperature is at the right degree. So about 110, 120 is our goal here. So what I'll do is I'll put the heat on super low, and then I'll turn it off when I reach the temperature and pull the pan aside so I don't overcook the bottom of the fish from the heat below. Okay, so you can tell it's basically cooked, it's starting to flake apart on its own. There's no like foamy albumin coming out. When you see that, that's usually an indicator that your oil was too hot or you cooked it too long. So we're gonna attempt to take this guy out. And within the folds here, as you flake it apart, you can tell that it's no longer translucent, it's more opaque. And it's still pretty warm here. Another thing you can do too is you can take either a cake tester or a knife, and what you do is you go against the grain of the fish, and if you go in without feeling any resistance from the layers, if that is completely soft all the way through, then you can tell at that point that it's completely cooked. So the next step is assembling the dish. The first thing that I'm going to do is peel apart the different layers. Carefully just take apart the different pieces of muscle. Use my fingers just to push and assemble it in the plate just randomly throughout the plate. And then I'm going to mix and match some of the vegetables to create a little bit more height and a little bit more dynamic. A little charred onion and some cucumber. Here we have some snow peas. I'm going to start adding the pickled elements, the pickled ramps. Some of our pickled garlic scapes. Super tasty. Little fresh lemon to give it some bright acidity. And then just finish the dish with a little bit of fresh lemon olive oil. And then a little bit of crunchy Maldon salt, just to give it some texture and a little bit of fresh salt. There we have it.